Watch the last step, it's a big one. Hello everyone, and welcome to Sutton Coldfield in Birmingham. Yeah, a long way from my normal patch. I've been fortunate in as much as I've cadged a lift with a friend of mine visiting family down here for the day. So you find me in Newhall Country Park in Sutton Coldfield, and having looked at Google Maps, I'm keen to go and see the Newhall watermill, which is about, I don't know, half a mile away from where I am right now. It's early on a Sunday morning, about 9 a.m, something like that. A few people out already, walking dogs. Now, because this was very much a last minute thing, I've come out very light. Apart from the Osmo Pocket 3, all I've got with me is a little GF-1 with the 14mm 2.5 pancake lens. So, fairly limiting in what I can do, but couldn't turn it up really. No, couldn't turn it down really, could I? Visiting somewhere new, never been here before in my life, so I'm keen to see what delights the watermill has to offer. I have to say that this area is beautiful, incredibly clean. This path that I'm on at the moment would appear to be part of the national cycle route, and I can see picnic tables in a pasture alongside me. We have the stream or brook running to my right hand side. I am really very, very impressed. Can't wait to have a look at the watermill, which is privately owned but is maintained, I think, by a volunteer group, you know, Friends of Newhall Mill, that kind of thing. It's a flour mill, by the way, and it only grinds flour on very few days each year. I think I'm right in saying it should open, the bird's having a good time, it should open in about an hour's time, but I'm really looking forward to getting some photos. Can't wait. Well, I knew all along it was private property, but let's see if I get arrested. Just want to see if I can show you the actual building itself. 18th century brick built, and as you can see, this outbuilding on the left, I imagine dates from the same sort of period. Is that beautiful? Oh, is that beautiful? How frustrating. I'll tell you all about it in a minute. Sadly, the mill is not open today. They are having a volunteer recruitment day, and because of lack of supervisory people, they're not letting me onto the property. which is a bit of a blow, obviously. Goodness me. Anyway, I'm going to see what I can do sneakily, yeah. I haven't come all this way just to not take any shots whatsoever. So let's see what we can do. You know, to a point I can understand health and safety, but that is a sleepy little 18th century watermill. And at the moment there are probably 6 or 8 volunteers wandering around. Why on earth they couldn't let me just take some photos of the exterior. Anyway, it is what it is. So I mean, yes, I did climb over the fence and have a walk around in the orchard, but I was quickly shepherded out. So I think any images that I can find of the mill, sadly, are going to be coming off the internet. I did try. The name, interestingly, Sutton Coalfield, is sort of 2-part description, and it's, I think, Anglo-Saxon in its origin. Sutton being the ton part, being the Anglo-Saxon word for a town or settlement. So Sutton is the south town, and Coalfield, originally spelt probably without the D. Coalfield refers mainly to charcoal burners, of which there were probably very many in the surrounding deer park and forest. And now that the sun has come out from behind the clouds, it's getting a bit warm. So I'm going to cross the stream again in search of a little sort of cafeteria cum restaurant where I hope to be able to get a cup of tea or coffee. Hopefully a bit more welcoming than New Hall Mill. Well, now I've gone properly rogue. I've just asked a local lady who was out walking whether there was any chance of a view of the mill from the path that I decided to take now, and she sort of said, maybe. So we'll go and investigate. I mean, it's taken us, 2 hours to get here by car from Liverpool, so I don't really want to miss the opportunity of getting at least a single shot of the outside of the mill. Well, I'm reliably informed, or as they say round here, I'm reliably informed. Apologies for the rubbish Birmingham accent. I'm reliably informed that if I follow this path over a small bridge and turn to the right, I should be able to get a view of the mill without encroaching on their land. Wish me luck. Well, we're definitely on the right side to get a view of the exterior. The only problem is really, really strong, thick hedgerow. There's a gap up ahead. Is that going to give me anything at all? Should I be a naughty boy and get over this fence? There's no signage here, but well, it's there through the trees, complete with beehive. I just don't think I've got the right gear with me anyway to get a good view of it. The problem now is that I'm so close that the volunteers over there can see me. So I think, sadly, it's going to be plan B. Use images off the internet. Really sorry, guys. I've tried. On this occasion, failed. But now it's time to cross that dinky little bridge. Watch the last step, it's a big one. Well, I've taken so few stills that I decided to change tack, and I'm walking along the side of the river stroke stream, just seeing if I can find any reasonable compositions away from the main footpath, which at the moment is over to my right hand side. I quite like that, the way that the sunlight is forming that curve. So we'll try one of that, I think. This is rather nice. A rare spot when I've been able to get right down alongside the stream. This is another feature that's marked on the map, and it's the boardwalk, which I presume has been constructed over fairly marshy ground. I don't know anything more about it than that. If I can find out any interesting details, I'll put them in the notes. That's rather lovely, actually. Yeah, I mean, looking out to the left and right, you can probably clearly tell that that's quite swampy, and I imagine it would get flooded in really heavy rain. Well, I eventually found the cafe. Outdoor alfresco drinking, dining. They do breakfast and everything, but for me, cappuccino is more than enough, thank you. It's gotten really warm. I've divested myself of my hoodie top, and the frustration is subsiding. I do understand this thing about health and safety and insurance for non-authorised visitors on site when it's supposed to be closed, but you know, I probably would only have been in their grounds for maybe 5 or 10 minutes more. However, it gives me the opportunity to give you some advance warning about a vintage lens that I've got coming, and that is a 40mm pancake lens from Hexanon. And Konica have a very long and illustrious reputation and history in the photography world. Of course, they faded out of business. They amalgamated to become Konica Minolta, and that, of course, has now morphed into Sony, I guess. But the lenses have very good reputation. I've been trying to get one of these for months, but the vast majority go for absolutely silly money. So we're going to give it a go, see what you think of it. Anyway, from a very sunny Sutton Coldfield, I'm going to say enjoy your photography, just like I'm enjoying my coffee. And I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.